Hi everyone, and welcome to your practice today. So in today's class, as it is super hot in London, I thought that we would do a yoga video designed for really warm days. So when you're feeling as though you have no energy but you still want to do your yoga practice. And today's sequence is Yang and Yin yoga. And we'll take it nice and slow, but still have a really juicy, really opening practice. So if you're like me and in a super hot country, then today's practice is for you. Today, we're going to move through a practice that not only opens the body to the fullest range of motion, but also at the very end creates a cooling effect. So we'll be calming the nervous system response. I hope you enjoy today's practice. Let's begin. So welcome everyone to your Yang and Yin practice today. And to begin, take a comfortable seated position, so crossing your legs in a comfortable manner. And you can also sit on a bolster or any props if you would like to. And then come to a meditation, closing your eyes here and finding your comfortable meditation seat. Rock a little forwards and backwards until you find that place in the center that feels totally aligned. And allowing your eyes to fall closed. And here we'll take a few releasing breaths. So breathing in deeply through your nose. And big sigh out. Long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And big sigh out. And then one more. Inhale deeply. And big sigh out. And as you relax into your meditation, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, and just noticing, witnessing everything that is within your experience. Allow everything you find to be there. Just simply watching, noticing what is with you in your experience today. If you are practicing in a hot country, in the heat, just noticing the heat, the fire around you or within your body. See if you can practice becoming really settled, really comfortable in any uncomfortableness that heat or fire may bring. Just allowing the sensations to be around and within your body. Sensations along the skin. And as you witness them, just allowing them to all be there throughout your practice. So often the things we label unpleasant or bad in some way, if we watch them, witness them, and hold space for them, then they actually turn into something that's manageable, something that's allowed to be in our experience. And maybe even we learn to enjoy the presence of them. Even as you sit here observing the heat, the fire around you, around your body, around your skin. You may notice that there's a pleasure, there's a sense of warmth, a sense of vibrancy or vitality to this energy. If you're practicing outside on a warm day or even inside in a warm place, become really comfortable within that heat, that warmth. Hot yoga is actually born out of this idea, the creation of tapas, or the presence of tapas, the fire, the heat, that really allows us to burn through everything we no longer need in our practice. And Yang Yoga creates that. It creates heat, fire on purpose. So heat in itself is not a bad thing. It's actually a very transformative energy. And learning to be present to and to witness everything that we feel allows us to awaken more on some level, some new experience, whether it's to move into an altered mind state or just to simply feel more in the driver's seat of our experience. Now, as we bring the palms to prayer pose, resting the thumbs at the heart center, and create your intention, your sankalpa. And holding to mind your intention, repeating that 3 times with feeling and awareness. And have a wonderful Yang and Yin practice today. So we'll take it nice and slow. As you release the palms, open the eyes. And come to an all fours position. As you move into all fours, stack your palms underneath your shoulders and check in with your knees here. Make sure they're hip width and underneath your hip bones. As you breathe in, tilt the sit bones back, lifting the chest forwards, and inhale deeply. As you breathe out, round through the upper spine, lift the lower abdomen inwards and hang the head really heavy. Breathing in to arch your spine. And exhale, Ujjayi breath to round. Breathe in to arch, tilt the sit bones back, lifting the chest. Breathe out to round. And one more, inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Now come back to a neutral spine and reach your right arm forwards and left leg backwards. Once you have both long, spread the fingers wide on your left hand, reach in opposite directions with your right fingers in your left heel. And encourage your eyes to fix on a drishti, so a gaze point, holding here for 3 and 2 and 1. Slow motion release. As you come back to neutral, breathe in to lengthen your left arm and your right leg. Fix your eyes, elongate through the back of your neck here. And as you reach in opposite directions, see if you can stabilize your core. Holding here for 3. Reach through lines of infinity forwards and backwards for 2. And 1. Slow motion release. Good. Cat-cow movements. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to round. One more, breathing in. Arching your spine and exhale to round. Now as we come back to a neutral position, tuck your toes under and raising your hips to downward facing dog pose. Pedal the feet, so bend one knee and then the other, releasing through the back of the legs. In down dog, make sure you spread your fingers really wide. Root down through your thumb and first finger. And press the top of your thighs upwards so you really lengthen through the back of the legs and the hamstrings. For the next breath in, raise your right leg high behind you. As you breathe out, bend the knee, lift the knee and stack your hip. If you are keen to go further here, you can move your left forearm to the ground and then reach your right fingers a touch further forwards. Press into your right fingers and your left heel reaches towards the floor. Good, hold here. Keep squeezing your right heel towards your left glute. And you can always remain on both palms or resting on one forearm for your last breath in. Good, now press into your left hand, lifting your left elbow and swing your right foot forwards to your palm. You can lift onto your right fingertips and step forwards in slow motion. Then as you move the back knee to the floor, breathe in to wave your arms forwards and up. Come to low lunge. As you exhale, sink deep into your lunge. Reach the arms high and send the arms backwards to deepen your back bend. And then if you are keen to feel more sensation, you can always bring your left hand to your left hip and turn the palm up or just down, whichever feels best for your wrist. Reach high whilst you use the support on your hip. Press down through your left hand and then arc your heart higher and higher. Good, keep taking a deep bend in the front knee. Last breath in here. And as you breathe out, bring your palms down to frame your front foot, lifting your back knee. Step back to high plank pose. Holding high plank here, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, chaturanga, high plank to low plank. Breathing into baby cobra. So spider your fingers wide and inhale to lift the chest. Breathing out, slow motion melt down and forwards. Breathe into baby cobra. Waving upwards through your spine, exhale to soften as you lower. Breathe into baby cobra. And exhale to lower. And inhale to baby cobra pose. And getting stuck to the mat. And exhale to lower. This time placing the palms flat. Inhale to lift the chest. Open through the upper back. And exhale, downward facing dog pose. Taking a sigh, breathing in deeply. And sighing out. So all the studio lights that I'm using make it 10 times hotter in this room as well. Now as you inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. As you exhale, bend the knee, lift the knee, and stack your left hip on right. Really press down through your palms so you can work your heart towards the back foot. Then, to go further, moving your right forearm to the floor. Walk your left fingers forwards, maybe a handspan, and hold here, breathing strong. So you can always stay in one-legged down dog or deepening your pose by bringing right forearm to the floor. 3. So we're deeply opening the hamstring for 2. Keep squeezing heel to glute for 1 more breath. Now press into your right palm, lift your right forearm and step your left foot forwards in slow motion. Come to left fingertips so you have space and bring your back knee to the floor. Breathe in to wave the arms forwards and up. Come to your low lunge. As you exhale, sink deep into your lunge. Hold and breathe. Scissor your legs towards one another and sink deeper. And if you are keen to deepen this lunge, lifting under your lower ribs here, so keep lifting up through the center of the chest, the heart center. And bring your right hand to the right hip. And then lift up as you go back into your back bend. Deepen by moving your hips forwards and lift the chest skywards. Good, hold here for 2 more breaths. Hugging muscle to bone. On your next exhale, bring your palms to frame your left foot, lifting right knee. Step back to a high plank pose. Hold here, take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe into baby cobra. Open through the chest, arcing the heart high. And exhale to lower in slow motion. This time, interlace the palms behind you. Lift the legs, lift the arms. Hold here for 5. Elongate through the top of the head forwards, so the back of the neck is long for 4. Keep hugging your scapula towards one another behind you for 3. Lifting the legs higher for 2. Feeling all the shakes and the fire within for 1. As you exhale, bring your palms in front of you. Rock into upward facing dog. Open the chest. Breathing out to downward facing dog pose. And take a slow breath in here. And sighing out. Let's walk the feet all the way to the hands. And coming to a halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen forwards. Exhale, fold deep into your legs. We'll do that again. So inhale to lift the chest. Another halfway lift, but exhale. See if you can fold deeper. Forearms behind your calves. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Good. Now, as we move your feet wide, sink into a squat here and opening the hips. So you can always have blocks under your heels, like so. We can always use the blocks there the entire time. And rest your elbows on the inside of the knees, palms in prayer pose. Or if you would like to go to the floor with your heels, then moving the blocks away and sink your heels downwards. So this is a bit more intense. Or if it's a bit too much, you could sit on a block. So that makes it a bit less intense for your hips and your knees. And then resting here. Lengthen your spine upwards every time you breathe in. Every time you exhale, press your elbows wider, really opening the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out to open your hips. One more inhale. All the way down the back body and exhale. Good, really nice. Now from your squat, place your palms down and step back to high plank pose. In high plank, take a breath in. Exhale through chaturanga. Breathe in, this time to upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog pose. Encouraging the sit bones to tilt high behind you in your down dog. And as you next breathe in, raise your right leg high behind you. As you exhale, swing your knee to your nose, round forwards. Now lift onto your right fingertips and step forwards in slow motion. And placing your foot down. Now it's useful to have one block for our next position. And we're moving towards warriors first, but make sure you have a block handy on the right side. Spin the back heel to the ground. Windmill the arms wide to warrior 2. And as you flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach behind you. As you exhale, move forwards and balance your right hand on the block. Spring onto your right foot, so you're only standing on the right foot, and lift your left leg. This one we call half moon position. Keep opening the hips towards the side of the room. So working with your standing balance here for 5. Flex your back foot and press the heels straight back for 4. The block is slightly wider to the right side of your right foot and about 2 feet in front of your toes for 3. Gaze at one place, finding your drishti for 2. And 1. Now bend your standing leg, take a long step back and turn sideways. Make sure your feet are wide enough here. Turn your toes inwards. Inhale to lift the chest halfway. And exhale to fold forwards. We call this Prasarita, forward fold. And whilst we grab hold of either, you can have your palms around your calf muscles, ankles, or the outsides of the feet. Rock your hips forwards, bend your elbows sideways, and really tilt the sit bones high behind you. Prasarita, relaxing the head. Make sure the head is really heavy. Keep bending the elbows so you get the chest lower and lower. Press the top of your thighs upwards at the same time as you engage your legs. So slightly bend your knees, engage your glutes. Imagine you're trying to magnetize the lower glutes down towards the back of the knees. Engaging the hamstrings. And this will support them and open them. Now taking your last breath in here. Good, and slowly release. Bring your palms in front of your face and walk your palms all the way around to your left foot. And step back to high plank pose. Now we're facing the opposite way. As you exhale, chaturanga. Breathe into upward facing dog. And breathing out, downward facing dog pose. And on your next breath in, raise your left leg high behind you. And exhale, swing your knee to your nose, round forwards. And here, pick up your left palm, make sure you're on left fingertips, and step forwards in slow motion. Good. Now spin the back heel to the ground and windmill the arms wide to warrior 2. So keep a deep bend in your left knee. And also do have a block handy for your half moon afterwards. As you breathe in, raise to your warrior 2. And sink deeper as you exhale. Back foot turns slightly inwards. Lift the inner arch of the foot, press down through the outer edge of your foot. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe in to open and extend backwards. As you exhale, move forwards into half moon. So making sure that your block is about 2 feet in front of your toes. Lift your right leg high behind you, lifting your right arm. And really encouraging the breath to move and dance within you. The top arm is really tall. Keep it in line with your shoulder and reach high, reach through the line you're creating from left fingertips to right fingertips. 3 more breaths. Gather in at the core, ground through your big toe and baby toe, and scoop your left sit bone under you more. Take your last breath in here. As you exhale, take a wide and long step backwards and turn to the side again. Prasarita. Now this time we have a block here for our twist. So placing your palm to a block in front of you, and we'll use your right arm on the block. Make sure your feet are turned slightly inwards. Breathe in to raise your left arm. Exhale, deepen the twist. Breathing in and exhaling to deepen the twist. Inhaling, reach long through the lines, through and across the collarbones. And take one more breath here. See if you can lift under your right hip more, so the one that's behind you. That's good. Maybe your twist decreases, but then try to keep your hip high behind you whilst you twist through the upper back. And slowly release. Opposite side, inhale to raise your right arm. And encouraging your left hip to raise behind you. Slow, deep breaths. And taking your last breath in here. Reaching super high as you exhale, release and fold. As you fold forwards, grab behind your calf muscles, the ankles or the outsides of the feet, and fold forwards. Bend the elbows to the sides of the room and really letting the head hang heavy. Keep your knees bent if you want to, or just a micro bend, but straighten your legs as much as possible, still keeping the back of the knee joints unlocked. So no locking of the knees here. And reach the top of the head towards the floor for your last breath in. Good. In slow motion, this time walk your palms to the inside of your right foot and step back to high plank pose. Take a breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog pose. And then come to a child's pose. So bring your knees down and sink your sit bones back towards the heels, resting your head forwards, encouraging the body to really ground and feeling the effect of your postures so far. Good, and then as you come forwards, come to an all fours position and walk your knees backwards. And this time we're going to open the upper body, so walk your palms forwards and bring your forearms and your forehead to the ground. Opening through the heart center in a yin position. As you breathe in, extend the breath into the upper back. As you breathe out, sinking the center of the chest downwards. Breathing into the upper back. And exhale to sink downwards through the chest. Long, deep breath in. And exhale to really sink. In today's sequence, I've included postures where the head is below the heart space and also below the hips. For these poses are super calming for the nervous system response. Calming the heart rate, allowing for deep rest to happen, deep healing. Even in Prasarita earlier, where the head is below the hips, that's also very calming for the nervous system, even though we're being active and practicing yang. Breathe into the back body. Let each breath out melt and sink and soften the heart space down and forwards. You can rest on the forehead or one cheek or even your chin. Some people like to move the chin to the floor to make it more intense. Good. Take 2 more deep breaths in puppy dog stretch. Or in yin yoga we call it heart melting position. And now in slow motion, slide all the way forwards and come to rest on the front. Bring the thighs, the abdomen and the chest to the floor. Resting your forehead to the backs of the hands. And take a long deep breath in. And sighing out. Whole body awareness. Whole body mindfulness. And now as you rise up to your forearms, resting your elbows slightly further forwards than your shoulders. And palms can be either in alignment with your elbows forwards, or you can grab hold of the triceps if you would like to. And as we rest here, you could choose to use a block under your forehead. So this is a great way of working your Sphinx pose with more support for the head and the neck. Relaxing your legs. Allow your feet to flop sideways. And take a deep breath into the back body. And slow breath out. Long deep breath in. And slow exhale. Long deep breath in to the curve of the back bend. And slow breath out. If you are keen to go further, moving your block away, bring your palms outwards and lift your elbows, resting your palms on the floor so that we're in seal position. As you breathe in, breathe into the front of the hips. And as you breathe out, sinking, softening through the heart center. Breathe into the front of the hips. Also breathing into the compressive squeeze in a nourishing way in your lower back. And we target the kidney chi in this pose. If you find that this is too much, just remain here. So this is also targeting the kidney chi. And in this area, the energetic point of the kidney is, the kidneys are housed under your lower ribs. So the energetic point of the kidneys is slightly lower in the curve of the back bend. Closing the eyes. Become really still and yin-like. Letting your whole body surrender and sink in ways that it can. Whilst your arms are propping you up, the rest of the body becomes really yin-like and relaxed. And here, if you're in seal position, make sure you feel no pinching, no pain, and breathe into the gentle squeeze in the back body. inflating the whole body as you breathe in, softening as you breathe out. Whole body breathes in and softens as you breathe out. Be in conversation with your body. And the language that you're using to speak to your body is the breath movement. Now in slow motion, release to your forearms. And if you're on the forearms, send the elbows wide and rest all the way down. Take a deep breath in and sighing out. Whole body awareness. Good, and now move your palms back underneath your shoulders and inhale to upward facing dog, now engaging. As you breathe out, downward facing dog or child's position. And working into your downward facing dog pose. And for your next breath in, raise your right leg high behind you. As you breathe out, swing your right knee towards your right wrist. Swivel the toes towards the left hip and slide your left toes backwards. Now you can take a block under your right glute here, so supporting the leg if you want to. And whenever you feel ready to, come to your forearms and resting all the way down to sleeping swan or half pigeon. Now today, if you are keen to deepen your pose, instead of twisting towards the leg that we normally do, we're going to twist away from your leg. And so in order to do this, be really mindful of your front knee and pick up your right foot, move it slightly in front of you, flexing the right foot, and keep your leg super active so that your knee is supported. Then bring your right elbow in front of your shin and place both palms in prayer pose. Twist your back leg inwards, so internally rotate left leg, whilst you twist high towards the ceiling with your torso. Another way we can do this with the hands is to make a fist with your right hand, cupping the fist with your left. And sometimes people find that more supportive. And it supports the wrist as well. Now, if you do want to go further, using no block underneath you, and instead of moving your elbow in front of your shin, move the elbow to the inside of your foot. Still internally rotate your back leg, and then twisting through the upper body, lean the chest backwards, open the heart center. And this is a deep external rotation of your front leg. Taking your last breath in here. And slowly, slowly release. Releasing all the way forwards again. So hug your heel close towards you and come back to your forearms. Allowing your body to rest. You could always remain in your sleeping swan the entire time, or attempting that twist if it feels doable today. But if you're practicing at home, just recognizing that yoga is a really slow and gradual journey. So letting yourself be in that process, the process of opening the body. When I first began yoga, all of these moves were not possible. My body had not opened yet. So I took it really slowly, backing away whenever the body spoke to me, told me that it was too much. And after years and years of practice, these postures open up naturally. Now in slow motion release. Press into your palms and walk your back foot forwards so you can swivel your right foot behind the right knee and flex the foot. So in our Patreon channel, we are working progressively into deeper and deeper positions, and over time, after having done the previous video practices with me, your body will open slowly. So repeat previous ones or just miss out anything that doesn't suit your body. And let's move back into downward facing dog pose. Take a breath in to raise your left leg high behind you. As you exhale, swing your left knee to your left wrist. Swivel the toes back towards your right hip and slide your right toes behind you, using the block, if you would like to today, under your glute. So this can be useful when moving into deeper positions and encouraging your hips to open by sinking back into your left glute. If you do know you can go further, you can move the block away and sink downwards here. Or you can keep the block for the twist if that feels more supportive. Instead of twisting towards your left leg, instead we take your left foot in the right hand, flex the foot and move it slightly higher. Keep your leg really active by flexing your foot. Lay your left elbow in front of your left shin, palms in prayer pose, or make a fist with your left hand, cupping the fist with your right palm. Internally rotate the back leg, but spin your chest high to the ceiling. And holding here. So we have a spiral happening. The back leg spirals down and in. The torso and the spine spirals up towards the ceiling. And this deeply opens in external rotation your left leg. If you do want to go further, hooking your left elbow to the sole of your left foot, sideways. Then use your palms or the fist and the hand together to twist high to the ceiling. Draw the lower abdomen inwards and rotate through the ribs. Left ribs move forwards, right ribs back. Gazing upwards in the direction you're twisting, whilst internally rotating your right leg behind you. Good. And slowly release. As you move your left foot back towards you again, roll the right hip downwards here. Come to your forearm, sleeping swan. So we can always stay in sleeping swan or attempt the twist in a really nourishing way. Please do not force your body in any way. Just be super, super gentle with your progress and your process of yoga. Breathe into the back body. Taking your last breath in here. And slow motion release. Press into your palms. Move your back knee forwards and slide your left foot behind left knee. Straighten your left leg behind you, flexing the foot. And either a child's pose or an optional vinyasa for those wishing to flow. So you can rest in child's pose here, or if you are keen to flow, come to a high plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe into upward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. As we move towards the ground now, bend both knees, step or spring forwards. Come to a seated position, lowering yourself all the way to the ground. Now today, shuffle slightly downwards on your mat. Then bring your feet to your glutes so that you can touch your heels with the fingertips. Curl the lower back, mid back and upper back off the ground. Interlace the palms behind you. Shimmy the shoulders close and make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Now keep squeezing your scapula and the shoulder blades and the shoulders together behind you. Press into your feet to lift your hips. This one is bridge position, and it's a great preparatory pose for moving into shoulder stand. So if we want to invert in a much deeper way today to calm the nervous system response and to cool the body, then we can move into shoulder stand. So I highly recommend this pose before your shoulder stand. As you press into your palms and the feet here, lift your hips as high as they go, really engage your glutes. The glutes protect the lower back when they're engaged, so we do want to engage the glutes here, deepening the breath. One last breath in. And exhale to release all the way down through your spine. Now to move into shoulder stand. Move downwards on your mat so that you have space for your feet behind your head if you choose to go into it. And first option, we can just raise the legs towards the ceiling. If you do have a block or a pillow, then placing it under your glutes. So this is a good way that you can elevate your hips and legs very mildly in a restorative fashion. So some people like to hang out here and to not go into your shoulder stand. So that's totally cool. Just allow your legs to hang above you, gaining the benefit of the inversion effect. So the blood flow is working from the extremities down, working with gravity to the heart. So blood flow is towards the heart here with gravity. It's very calming for the nervous system. If you are keen to move into your shoulder stand, then make sure you have all props to one side and lay on the back here, resting your hips on the floor. Curl your knees in towards you and use some momentum whilst pressing into your palms to rock your hips over your head. Engage the core here. Once you're here, bend your elbows, placing your palms to the lower back, and lift your legs high to the ceiling. If you do want to readjust your arms inwards, take your legs down behind you. Then move one elbow inwards more, move the other elbow inwards more, and then press into the lower back and work your palms a bit higher on your back towards your shoulder blades. So that's a shoulder stand, making sure you have no unhealthy pressure on the back of the neck. Breathing into the belly. And you can close the eyes or gaze at your big toes or your navel. Deep, deep breaths. Now to move into plow pose, move your feet towards the ground behind you. If your feet touch the ground, interlace your palms and reach the arms behind you, just as you did in your bridge pose, shimmying your shoulders close. Breathing space into your back body. Breathe into the abdomen. Keeping your toes tucked to open your hamstrings and the back line of fascia. Good. Now release your hands from one another and using your palms as brakes to roll down in slow motion. Engaging the core as you release all the way to lie on your back. At this point you can hug your knees inwards, or some people like to challenge their core and release the legs down straight. Now reposition yourself on the mat for Savasana. Allow your feet to flop sideways, palms face upwards, away from the sides of your body, allowing your fingers to naturally curl and relax. And we'll take a final deep breath in. And sighing out. Whole body awareness. Whole body mindfulness. Give all of yourself to gravity. Letting go entirely. And now bringing your awareness back into your body, feeling the fingers and the toes, and making small movements in your fingers and your toes. And let's hug one knee into your chest and then the other. Rock from side to side. Roll to your right side and come to a seated position. Resting your palms in prayer pose and noticing the effect of your practice today. Notice any greater clarity or space mentally. And we'll take a deep breath in here and sighing out. Raising your thumbs to your third eye, breathing in. Exhale to fold forwards. Namaste.